My friend Cordelia on YouTube says, I've become mentally unwell. How do I still serve God and others whilst going through such extreme moods? Cordelia, first of all, I'm sorry that you're having some problems. And all of us go through those periods of time when mentally we're just kind of off of our game. The pressures of life, situations that happen, whatever it is, kind of make us moody. And some of those moods can range from anger to disappointment to frustration to real depression. And what do you do when you have those moods? Well, a lot of people just try to push through, ignore that those moods are there, and just keep serving the Lord in whatever capacity they have. And, in some ways that's kind of cool. In other ways, it's really self-destructive. Let's talk about this for a minute. God's desire for you is to be whole. His first desire. Not for you to be an evangelist, but for you to be whole. Now, that's first. Those of you that are called to be an evangelist, by the way, it's a great calling, but it's not first. Your relationship with God and your good spiritual, mental, physical, emotional health is really important to God, and it's first. It's the most important to Him. Listen to me. Your relationship with God is more important to Him than your service to Him. Do you understand that? You see, we don't get that sometimes, and there are a lot of people trying to serve God and the kingdom, and they're not feeling so good emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically. And, we really don't do anybody much good, especially ourselves, when we push through and ignore things that are going on. So, Cordelia, the first thing you have to do, and all of you that are going through this, listen. You need to identify the sources of the problems. What's making you feel that way? Sometimes the very things that we feel like we're supposed to be doing causes that kind of trauma. I've known people that have worked in the same job for 30, 35, 40 years, and they've hated every single day of it. And in my mind, I'm thinking, why? Why would you do that to yourself? Folks, it's difficult to find work these days, but press on. You find what you like. And work at something that you enjoy, not something you hate all of your life. That's horrible, isn't it? And it's the same thing. When God gives you something to do, He gives you a passion for it. You feel that. You feel excited about it. You feel driven to it. You don't get very tired from it because it feels great to do it. And in that process, you serve God and you serve people. What's the difference between somebody who approaches you because they're supposed to and somebody who approaches you because they want to? You can tell the difference, can't you? You see, it's not important, folks, that we just push through. It's really destructive. And the first thing you have to do in a situation like this is to identify what's causing the extreme moods. Now, by the way, life sucks sometimes. We've talked about that before. It really does. And there are days, weeks, when we don't feel great because of something that's happened or just because it's a difficult time. And that happens to all of us, even when you're on the right path. But if you're going for a longer period of time and things aren't changing and you're going through severe moods that are making you mentally unwell, then you really have to identify what's going on. That's first. In God's opinion, that's first. His relationship with you is very special. His desire for you is that you're well, that you're whole, that you feel good. That's what He created you to be. He created you to be free, inside and out. He created you to be free of all of those things. And when we begin to have extreme problems like that, we have to identify the conflict and resolve it through the power of the Holy Spirit and those people around us who can stand with us and help us to identify it. Cordelia, I hope that helps, and I hope you feel better soon. God bless you. Have a great day.